Hey, good morning. It's a beautiful day out in the woods. Morning, spring morning. Just going to go and open up my cafe, keep my head above water. The Action Lab video with the sand drying, knowing that that's a deliberate missteer from engineering. See the drawing that I've placed as the illustration of this video. I'm showing linking it to the video of the colliding blocks. Big block, little block, wall. Collision until you push the little block pushes the big block away once it's built up enough momentum to do so. And it's relative to pi, the number of collisions. Just take that video and just take a big block and make it massive, and take a tiny block and make it tiny, and just push it against the wall until there's almost no gap. What happens is, that is a drop of water. You cannot compress it. So you're going to get a negative Poisson's ratio response. When you're working in real world, this is water, surface inverts, and now you see that inversion because the surface dries out the elastic strain response from the stress. So the footprint goes down. It's a stress. You're stressing that bowl, that influence of sphere, and that the surface of the water in that sphere of influence reflects the base of the elastica that you've created from that sphere, and inverts, dries out, becomes stronger, and creates a suitable bearing platform for the whole thing. It's now floating, inverted, on the top of the water. It should sink because of its masses, but it's balanced by the negative Poisson's ratio being created. As the stress is there, increasing because the foot is slowly sinking, so that is maintaining that bowl by the slowly sinking, and it will slowly change from the momentum of the water that's still there. You just trapped it for a moment. So the diagram that I've drawn is a block, that water vibrating. You can take that idea now of real world stuff into the infinite scale, down to an nth scale drop of water, and there it is in the diagram. And now I've taken the two blocks, and what I'm doing is I've just turned them relative to gravity. So gravity is working towards the center of the planet, so I want the illustration to be that way around. And now you can see that the collision that you've seen in the blocks is occurring as a vibration in the drop of water. And that vibration is creating a dent into time, a lens into seconds squared. So you've got a root 2 lens-shaped dent, two-dimensionally, into the time dimension. But from the time dimension, you have a lens, a disc lens with a second squared area, exponential, pressing back against a two-dimensional force. So this is where their platform is created, and it makes sense. So it's vibration. So the beautiful, what that guy did, he put a light and a sound. He said that doesn't exist because of a pure elastic response. No, it does exist. You just can't hear it, but you can. It's in the cosmic microwave background. Yeah, there's a temperature increase, there's a light, there's a sound. Oh yeah, it's the same. And so now I've turned that other way around. You can see that the footprint is pressing down on a drop of water. The drop of water, at its nth scale, has a two-dimensional standpoint of existence from the center of the planet. But that two-dimensional existence of matter exists on a three-dimensional or two-dimensional, three-dimensional orthogonal plane of time, second squared, disk. So that lens that you see created is the lens that everything stands on, the lens of light. So light exists from the motion of sound and temperature. The three-body problem, yeah, it's the pi tensor and the natural kinetic tensor. Demonstrated by that diagram, and that engineering has lied. Sand is not golf balls. Sand is aggregate. It's interlocked. So now go back to engineering and say, what's going on, engineering? What are you hiding? And then you can look at the work of Dr. Leva and go, oh, I see. You're hiding that you already know that the Earth is the center of the universe, and that reinforced concrete slows the planet. And plastic. Plastic too. Anything that traps the strength of water into a solid modulus slows the planet. And so by our manufacturing in these products, steel too, our manufacturing in these products is killing us. So cease manufacturing and let's start living. Because when you understand the negative Poisson's ratio, you understand everything. Not in theory, in mathematics and in engineering. And it's very simple, very simple indeed. Even a physicist might be able to understand it. Welcome to the future. Follow the Rebel King.